Should I publish my pricing on my website? Now, I've been in the home staging industry for 7 years, so I have a very clear opinion on whether you should publish your pricing on your website or not. When I first got started, the industry was in its infancy, and I have both had my prices on my website and I've also not had them on there. So I'm going to give you the scoop, the juice on whether you should publish your pricing on your website or not. Let's dive in. There are both reasons for and against putting your prices on your website. Now, I'm going to make it clear up front, I totally think you should have your pricing on your website. So my opinion's clear. So first, let's look at the cons and then let's dive into the pros. The cons, and I wouldn't even say I see these as massive, but they could be viewed as that, would be that other competitors can see your pricing. I have no issue with that. I'm transparent with my customers and I'm transparent with the market. This is what I charge and it works for me. If you want to keep your cards closer to your chest, I'm a big believer in collaboration over competition. So if someone wants to see, look, they'll find out anyway. And I would say unethical ways if it's not on there. So this could, I guess, be viewed as a pro or a con. The second con is that your client may have been expecting for it to be a lot more expensive and you may have pitched yourself lower. However, again, in my opinion, it's like, well, I'm happy with that price, so I'm happy to charge that. I'm not looking to, as they'd probably say in Scotland, fleece anyone, basically to con anyone out of money or just overcharge for my services. So I'm happy to have them on there. However, it does tie you to a price. And on that note, always do from XYZ, never the exact price is this, because then you always have a place to go. Now let's dive into the pros, of which I believe there are many. First up, the home staging industry is still in its infancy. And there is so many exciting things about that, but there's also a few drawbacks. The exciting thing is you're at the start of a new industry. That is very rare these days, to be in the first phase, the beginning steps of something that's just about to take off. With that said, there's also a lack of knowledge of how much home staging would actually cost. So I believe that when we have those pricings on our website, it gives the person who's potentially looking at purchasing the service a little bit of background and to give them an idea of this will actually cost you X. I've had many clients come to me, my price might be 5,000 and they've been expecting it to be 500. So by placing that on the website, I really think it creates that transparency and it also rules out any time wasters. Now, the main reason of why you should have your pricing on your website is if you want qualified leads. Let's say it for the people in the back, qualified leads. Now, let's talk about qualified leads and let's do the math. Now, I have worked this out. So let's say that I spend on average 30 minutes on a call with someone for a £10,000 sale, which is totally possible in my home staging business. I've done sales up to £250,000. But I speak to 50 unqualified prospects, which unqualified basically means they have an interest, but they're blind on pricing. If I spend 30 minutes with 50 people, then I'm going to be spending 1,500 minutes on the phone. If 10% of those people convert, I convert 5 people, which equals 50,000 in sales. However, if I speak to 10 qualified prospects and they know the price and the product, my conversion rate is going to be way higher than 10%. 10% was when I was speaking to unqualified. When I speak to qualified, I'm most likely going to convert 75 to 100% of them. They're really just looking to be pushed over that edge to purchase. So if I spend 30 minutes with 10 qualified prospects, I spend 300 minutes on the phone. And if 80% of those people convert, then I convert 8 people, which actually equals 80,000. which is for 300 minutes rather than 1,500 for 50,000. I don't know what you like more, but I like the qualified prospect. So from an energy level, if I speak to 50 people and 45 of them say no, there's no human in the world that wouldn't be disheartened by that. So from an energy level for me and my team, to get on constant calls where it's constant no's because the price is a massive shock, that brings the energy levels down, which effectively brings the success rate down and the ethos of your team. Rejection is sore. We don't want to be rejected. Now, it's going to happen anyway, even if everyone is qualified. But my energy level is going to be so much higher than it is if I speak to 10 people and 8 say yes, rather than 50 with 5 saying yes. When I speak to unqualified, I've spent 1,500 minutes. When I speak to qualified, I've spent 300 minutes, meaning my hourly rate goes up. I've actually made more money and spent so much less time and got less disheartened. So for me, spending 1,500 minutes, which is 25 hours with a low success rate, has a negative impact on me, has a negative impact on my team, has a negative impact on my clients because we're not showing up. So guys, this is your prerogative, but I actually think it's your responsibility to show up for all 3 of those people, your team, you, your clients. Transparency is the secret. So if you're ready to launch your business and only speak to qualified leads, then join me in my 7-day free challenge where I'm going to share with you how to take your business to that next level. It's called So if you're ready to take your home staging business to that next level, only work with qualified leads, or even if you haven't launched yet, make sure that you start off by talking to qualified leads, then I have an invite to you. Please join me on the Ditch the Day Job challenge at ditchthedayjob.com. Super simple. I'm going to be on there for 7 days. It's totally free and sharing with you how you can say goodbye to that 9 to 5, create a successful home staging business, only talking to qualified leads. Go to ditchthedayjob.com and I'd love to see you there.